stocked with hits including Creep, Diggin' On You and their signature Waterfalls. The second album from TLC signaled the trio's arrival. CrazySexyCool arrived in November 1994, a melding of the inventive air-bass style of T.O.N.T., Boz Watkins, Rosanda Chilli. Thomas and Lisa left high lopes with the glistening production and songwriting work of Babyface, Jermaine Dupri, Dallas Austin and the production collective Organized Noise, the latter three from TLC's Atlanta base. While the pandemic quashed plans to recognize the 25th anniversary of what many consider TLC's defining work, the album peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and parked on the chart for more than 2 years. A belated celebration kicks off September 3rd with a 90s themed tour featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony. TLC talks, do musicians feel safe touring during the COVID surge? When something is 20 years or older, you can really call it anything, Thomas tells USA Today with a laugh. It's all such a blessing, 27 years since that album and in the business almost 30 years now. Since its release, CrazySexyCool has sold more than 12 million copies. In 1996 it was certified with Diamond status, more than 10 million sold, by the Recording Industry Association of America, giving TLC the distinction as the first girl group in history to achieve the ranking. The accolades continued at the 1996 Grammy Awards, where the album earned TLC a pair of trophies, Best Airbass Album and Best Airbass Performance by a Duo or Group with vocals for Creep. No doubt CrazySexyCool catapulted TLC's career, despite the limited contributions from Lopes, who recorded during brief releases from the rehab facility where she was set after pleading guilty to arson charges for setting boyfriend Andre Rizin's house on fire in 1994. Lopes died in a 2002 car crash in Honduras, but Thomas and Watkins have carried on TLC's legacy with regular tours, a TV biopic and in 2017 the release of what Watkins and Thomas said is their final album, simply called TLC. Thomas talked with USA Today about the commemoration of CrazySexyCool, TLC's fall tour and the status of their installment of a biography. Q. There was the unusual circumstance recording CrazySexyCool because Lisa was in a rehab facility for most of it. What do you recall about that period? Rosanda Chilli. Thomas, it's so crazy because Lisa could come to the studio to record, but had to go back to the facility and she was on probation for 5 years. It was just a crazy time. Looking back, when you're in your 20s, you don't even think about how serious something like that really was. Q. What else do you remember about recording in LA and Atlanta? Thomas, we did the Babyface, produced, songs in LA and the Jermaine, Dupri, and Dallas, Austin, songs in Atlanta. We had the best time. I think Babyface is my most favorite producer to work with. The fact that Hess an artist, too, is such a plus. He just knows how to record you and you don't go crazy thinking I can do this better, because he has an ear for music. Q. TLC has the rare Diamond, certified album. Do you feel CrazySexyCool is the best in your catalog? Thomas, it's funny because each album I have my favorite stuff, but it's probably overall my favorite because I love the interludes. They're so funny and there is just a lot of greatness about that. We had a listening party in New York and I remember one of the guys at Arista Records was being so sweet and saying, "This is really good, it might sell 5 million copies," and I was like, "No, we're going to surpass that." When you're in the studio you don't know how a song will impact someone's life. But when I heard the album, I knew it was special, that the entire album was going to show people that we're here to stay. Q. You're going on the road with Bone Thugs and Harmony. What made them the right tour mates this year? Thomas, this is our first time going out with them. They have so many great songs. I was so excited when Live Nation brought them up as potential touring partners. Everybody thought it would be a good package. I've never met the guys in person, so I'm excited about that as a fan of their music. Q. Are you focusing on CrazySexyCool in the shows or hitting the whole catalog? Thomas, the tour is TLC celebrating CrazySexyCool, so it is going to be songs from that album that we've never performed, but not quite the whole album. That album means so much to so many people for different reasons, which is what the fans tell us. I do know for a fact that Lenny Kravitz has the album because I saw it in his house. Q. What's the status of the TLC installment of a biography? Thomas, because of COVID we had to push things back a year, so we're shooting again. Now, with seeing us rehearse and all the behind the scenes juice that needs to be in there. It's focused on everything, nothing is off limits, everything about what's been going on and what's in the future. We're pretty transparent.